It is a euphemism for something weird. It's a euphemism for someone like telling a stranger who knows more about the thing that's happening what to do. Hey Trail. Hey Luno Bounds. Hello. Hey Ify. Hey Titrika. Very exciting. Hey Lorquin Minecraft. Hey Jinoki. Hey Gintonic. Upgrade a card. I generally like upgrading cards. Why not? Hey Solilikizer. Thank you for the Prime Tetrika. What do I think about government backseating? I'm not sure what that means. I've been watching Secretary of State. No, Madam Secretary. There you go. Every time I've referenced that show, I've gotten the name wrong. The first time, I think. I've been watching Madam Secretary recently. And it's sort of fun, but it also feels like ham-fisted propaganda. Like half of the time. 854. I think my frustration with the difficulty of the game is personal to the level at which I'm playing the game. Or do I think something about the game needs to change? I was talking about this on Discord. I think that the characters have been buffed so much that a lot of the challenges the game prevents you aren't relevant anymore. Like Book of Stabbing no longer requires you to be good against enemies who multi-attack, because so many decks can just kill it on turn 2 now, for example. We'll take a leg water. How disappointed am I with Arkansas? How do I feel about early eruption upgrade lately? I stopped feeling like I needed to ever have 3 energy to win on Watcher, and also stopped feeling like Snecko I was particularly good on Watcher, so I started upgrading eruption a lot more. 38, 29, I don't know. How do I feel about an Ascension 21 that unbuffs / nerfs all the classes? I'm with trying to balance a game to be as good as Slay the Spire was balanced. Is there aren't a lot of things that are balanced as well as Slay the Spire was balanced. Can't you rewind the video? I turned off that functionality for you specifically. Everybody else can. Hey Fazil, hey Dr. Blah. As for Riz, hello, egg fried. Is this an Ask Jorbs Anything stream? Yes. Ask me anything. This is certainly either Empty Fist or Flurry of Blows. I wonder which one it is. Not that one, Dino. Definitely not that one. Jacon. When is the next War of the Chosen speedrun? I tried playing War of the Chosen again like a year ago or something. It was not very much fun. Don't know. I think Flurry's a little bit premature, maybe. Let's go Empty Fist. Fat Goku. Am I planning to move to New Zealand? Maybe. We'll see. This turn's sort of interesting. I think I probably just Neko oil now. Dome. You fat Goku. What did I think of the new Monster Train DLC? It's like whatever. 34729 Zex. You throw up in Hot Pocket. Said I tried Dominion, but I wasn't really into it. I played tons of Dominion. Back in like 2009, I think. Played Dominion as like the main thing that I did at a PC for 3 months or something. I was in the top 20 in the world. And then I stopped because at some point you've sort of played that game for what it is. I really want to just kill all of the elites. I'm gonna start by going here. And instead of Twisted Tree Line, yeah, not the Dominion that we're talking about, but pretty sure I need to do this. Does hit me pretty hard, but seems necessary. It wasn't necessary. Feels bad. Arcalcum's excellent. Tantrum's excellent. We're in heaps of Dominion expansion since then. Yeah. But I don't know that they like really meaningfully change what the game is. Okay, now we're ready for Flurry of Blows. Question is, do I just kill 3 elites, or do I respect ideas like that Lagavulin might hurt me? In which case I could maybe rest and then kill 2 elites. It feels like that would be plenty. I have Water Auracalcum. That's very good in the Sentries fight. Coax! Thanks for the 6 months. Shout out to your boyfriend Topher. Bomo show to the both of ya. You're very welcome. I'm glad I'm helping to keep you sane. Rest and go for 2 more. I don't have to delete backseating today. I'm letting people backseat today. No. Alright, good interaction. Hey Tadpole. Space Cadoot, hello. I'm pretty sure we can do this. I'm okay with backseating on this very special occasion. Please find a way to make this a claw deck. You say that as though it could be difficult. Obviously, this is going to become a claw deck. 3 elites or no balls? Why would it be bad to not have balls? Never understand. I always wonder what people who say stuff like that think of, like, women when they meet a woman. Just a weird thing to say, I don't know. Empty fist, conclude, or meditate. Oh, ovaries are balls? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Bathletics for the gifted subs, I appreciate it. Some women have balls and some men have no balls. True. And that's okay. All 3 of these cards are incredible. I'm gonna take Meditate because it's Meditate. I think there's an argument for taking Conclude over it. I'm not going to be doing that because I have Aurichalcum and like water. Balls being Pog. It's one of the most Twitch things you've ever read. Yeah, well, here we are. The Gremlin Norb. The Batman. I think I do play Meditate, because I can hit Tantrum or Eruption here. Interesting. Okay, is that enough? 9 plus 24, 33 plus 12, 45. It's not enough. Do I have enough next turn if I don't play Eruption though? I don't think I do. I'd have 33, 45, 49 guaranteed. We sort of have to play Eruption. I take 10, it's fine. The Gremlin Knob attacks. Did I ever die to Blasphemy from miscalculations? I died to Blasphemy once because scrying with an empty draw pile doesn't return Weave to your hand. That's the last time that I reset a fight because I thought it was bullshit. You can just share links, Koyax, I think. Maybe, I don't know. What I think Gremlin Knob's workout plan is, I think Gremlin Knob just gets punched really hard by Watcher, like regularly. I have 620 gold. These ones are pretty good. Take fasting. Fasting, like, might honestly just win the run already. I need fasting plus one way to block, probably. I take Wallop. Wallop's a pretty good card here. Fear No Evil isn't so bad. Collect isn't so bad. Dark Shackles isn't so bad. Could also just save for more relics. Everything seems fine. It's all okay. On the subject of balls.
This is my first royalty check from my summer dance jam, balls. Balls, 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 balls.
Incredible. Haven't watched 30 Rock for a very long time. $411 and already a fair amount of relics. Yep. EMCA, I think I'm okay. I did not use that media in full, and the segment of it that I used was transformed by our conversation preceding it about the merits of balls. Good fat medium, hello, hey you. What did I do before meeting chat? Played poker, and then I did as little as possible for like 3 years. And I went back to school, and I started streaming. Like, this one's fine, this one's fine, this one's fine, this one's fine, this one's fine. It's all fine. But I want to take Dark Shackles because it's cool. It's just like, it feels different. A good card too. It works really nicely with our Calcum. I've decided instead to do nothing. Oh well. Is there a game release I'm really looking forward to? No, not really. We'll call it an okay turn. Alright, where's the person who said to rest? Where'd you go? Ask not for whom the banhammer tolls. It tolls for thee. Isty. You toodaloo. We could skip here. We could take Protect. We could take Crescendo. Crescendo's pretty good when you have double Flurry. If I take Protect, will I ever play it? I don't know. Jesse Doug thinks of 21 months. Hankumushu to you too. I'm not joking, goo. You space cadet. Maybe rest IRL because concerned about my health. Maybe. I think when you haven't got that much experience playing Watcher, it's reasonable to be here with 29 health and think, gee, 29 health doesn't seem like enough to fight 4 elites. But slowly you play more and more Watcher, and eventually you get to the point where you're like, oh yeah, elites can't deal damage to me. We didn't actually fight the sentries at all. It's just gremlin knobs and Lagavulins. Let's take a crescendo with Aracalcum and Horncleat. I just saw a rare card, so the holy fights aren't super valuable. Oh, okay, these can kill me though. Now we found something scary. Uh-oh. Equal cac. Yeah, this fight is terrible. Very, very bad fight. Why does Empty Fist have a +5 damage upgrade? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. On the bright side, this fight didn't end up being very difficult. That's nice. Probably wasn't meant to put Nunchaku on 1. Probably the wrong number. There's a bowling bash that isn't bad. Crush joints isn't bad. I'm thinking I just take cut through fate now. You think I can manage to die to Guardian here? Seems possible. Thing is, I don't really block, so we're asking Aracalcum to do an awfully large amount. I have more fun playing Scry decks or stat swapping decks. Watcher doesn't have Scry decks or stat swapping decks. Every Watcher card is good, so you put every Watcher card into every deck. With the exception of pressure points. Once Upon a Quine, thanks for the 3 years! Chilling late night coding for a hackathon. Sounds nice. I'm just gonna rest. What kind of cards do you want in a pressure points deck? I just don't want a pressure points deck. What does Fate to Karma help me with? Sponsorships. Mostly. Amazing Loki, thanks for the 17 months. And we'll show to you to Steve Iyer, thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate you both. Scooty. Plan to cosplay as a Slay the Spire character. Probably Defect. Herd Wizard, obviously. Also an okay option. I want to end in calm here. Doesn't look like I needed to rest. Is this lethal? Is this lethal? 9 plus 14 plus 12? 1 short. So I'd have to play Flurry as well. We're through Act 1 somehow. Somehow we survived. I'm gonna take Omniscience. What kind of music am I into? My musical tastes are eclectic. I like most music. Generally, if something is performed and produced with passion and expertise, when I listen to it, I think, oh yes. There's a slight argument that Establishment could maybe be better than Omniscience here. I don't really have a good payoff to double Omniscience right now, and Establishment hits Meditate in a way that honestly is really close to already being strong enough to win the entire run. You believe it's pronounced omniscience. It sounds like you are not omniscient. You are partially niscient at most. Hey, Nameless Inversion. Hey, Silken Sword. Just gonna take Omniscience. Just build toward the thing that's strong, should be fine. We take Fusion Hammer. He's Silken Sword. What if we pronounced science the same way as we do in omniscience? I don't know. What if we just pronounced letters the same way whenever they were written instead of speaking English? Be weird. Just kidding, of course. Unless... Man, imagine asking Google how to pronounce something. I don't know if we should be encouraging that. How would Google know? Did I ever consider playing Legends of Runeterra? I have played Legends of Runeterra, in fact. On Fought. Is Flurry of Blows maybe a good card? It's one of those questions with no answer. Nobody's sure. Is there any other game I could enjoy for as long as Spire? The games I've played as much as Slay the Spire in my life are XCOM, which was enjoyable, Civilization, which has mostly been enjoyable, Poker, which wasn't that enjoyable. Might be it. Svatinus. XCOM is so good, why isn't there an XCOM 3? I'm not sure XCOM is good, it's just enjoyable. I didn't say it was good. I haven't played as much Magic as Slay the Spire. Oh yeah. I guess for whatever reason I wasn't really thinking of Magic as a game. It feels like, I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking about video games, and Magic is still not a video game in my head somehow, despite the number of hours I have put into it on my computer. Remove a card and upgrade a random card. Sounds nice. Cut through fate upgrade's really good too. I always enjoyed game reviews that read like worst game ever, do not play 3,000 hours played, 500 since review. I feel like so many communities have people like that in them. People who just like, I don't even, how do you even express what that is? People who just like want to be upset. Every League of Legends player has Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, something like that. Reviewer Tsunderes. Maybe. I'm very excited that I know what the word tsundere means. 4, 13, 23, 31, 49. That's another one. 57. I could talk to the hand before eruption here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that is the way to play the turn. It's the way to play with your host, Johnny Nerds. Any chance you can see my Steam most played list? A lot of the games I've played a ton of hours of haven't been on Steam, so it doesn't do an incredible job of actually accurately representing how much I've played of different games. Isn't it just public? You don't even need to be logged in, do you? Or do you? How do I find it? Ahmed Moaz, thanks for the 15 months. Mushu to you as well. What is the most played game on Steam? That's not what I want. What is my most played game on Steam? Depends on how I have my profile set up. Oh, I probably should have it private, huh? Your 10 most played games on Steam. What is your Steam URL? What does that mean? Go to your profile and click games on the right side. All games. Slay the Spire, 5.6 thousand hours. Civilization 5, 2.9 thousand hours. XCOM Enemy Unknown, 2.8 thousand hours. XCOM 2, 2.6 thousand hours. Both of those games I played a ton of modded that didn't get picked up by Steam though. So I think for both of those games that's underreporting by at least 1,000 hours, maybe more. Lucid Lettuce thinks the 5 months. FTL, Faster Than Light, 1,000 hours. RimWorld, 800 hours. Total War Warhammer 2, 600 hours. Among Us, 500 hours. They Are Billions, 487 hours. PUBG, 327 hours, barely beating out Darkest Dungeon at 323 hours. Monster Train's at 250. Skyrim's at 200. Blood Bowl Legendary at 200, Stardew Valley a little bit below, Celeste 169, nice. I have like 300 hours of Civ 4 on Steam, but I think I have like thousands of hours in that game. I just didn't play it on Steam usually. I think that game I actually like owned the CDs for. Back in the day when compact discs were a thing. Nearly a full year of playing nothing but Play the Spire non-stop. How many hours are in a year? How many hours do I think I have in Minecraft? I'm not sure. You could look at how many hours I've streamed it on Twitch Tracker. twitchtracker.com/jorbs/games. And sort by hours streamed or something. A year has 8,760 hours. That's a lot of hours. I think I might be skipping a year. I could also take Consecrate, but it's pretty... I don't like have strength or anything. Do you not have compact discs? I think you may have that quote slightly wrong, but something like that, yeah. I tried fights in tight places. Nope. I've had a few people express that it's good though. What if I want to leave Wrath at some point this turn? I didn't think that through. I guess I don't need to. It's fine. Oh, I like super don't need to? Okay. Well, close. Imagine playing a game on your telephone. Sometimes I think about playing a game on my telephone and I just vomit everywhere. I just start vomiting. Vomit, vomit, vomit I go. It's just my personal response. God, I fucking hate my phone. My phone is like out of battery 75% of the time and somewhere in my apartment where I can't find it the rest of the time. I hate it so much. For me, I spend so much of my time like plugged into the computer that when I step away from the computer, the absolute last thing I could possibly want is to have a like computer in my pocket that keeps me plugged in. Fuck no. Oh my god, I hate it. 4,000 hours of Slay the Spire streamed. XCOM's under 1,000. That's because most of my XCOM streaming happened before that website tracked my stream. It was actually quite inaccurate. Probably just got Eruption here. I'd take 8 total. Well, it's better to kill this than to... Sorry. It's better to give this double attack than to leave this alive, right? So I think I can just get Eruption. Take 6 total, actually. Why does Bowling Bash deal 30 damage for 1 energy? 60? I mean, dealt 60. Oddly smooth stone. Given that I have a talk to the hand, cut through fate seems pretty good. Oddly smooth stone makes third eye slightly better, but meh. I don't know that I want to have like 6 unupgraded cut through fates in my deck. Maybe there's an argument for just skipping. Hey, Ham Jam. Watcher feels so much like you're just building a constructed deck and it's the same constructed deck every time. I always get tempted by Just Lucky. Just Lucky's fine there. It'd be okay to take Just Lucky. Well, Twitch bot, thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Hello? Fortunately, next turn they will all die. You won Ascension 20 yesterday with 3 unupgraded Just Lucky in your deck. Yep. Doable. I imagine the other cards were probably all Watcher cards, which helps. Brutal. There's the Gotan Tango project, I think. Tango Gotan project? Gotan Tango project. Be like spiffy tango music. Used to enjoy listening to them a lot 10 years ago. The way that their singer says brutal plays in my head when I do stuff like that. I'm gonna take the Foresight. The Foresight seems very, very, very good here. I know, imagine not taking orange pellets and struggling. Maybe I could have done something else instead. I can't really imagine what it would have been though. Do I need a meat on the bone? This is the worst thing about playing Watcher. Like, your decisions are still just as complex, right? This is a game that's unsolvable. No decision ever stops having more things to think about in this game, unless it's a very, very, very contained decision. Like if you're looking at how to end the fight this turn and you have no relics that care what you do, you can get to a point where you've solved your decision-making process. But when you're looking at meat on the bone versus sapphire key, you never stop having variables to consider. There are too many. Thanks for the 2 years, Nikaya. Maybe. If I want to. But the thing is, when you're playing like a good run of Slay the Spire, it matters immediately what you do. When you're playing a good run of Slay the Spire, your decision making is not only complex, but also impactful. And whether I take meat on the bone or sapphire key doesn't matter very often. The things that I'm considering, which are very complicated to consider, are how likely am I to be very unlucky in the order that I draw cards and stuff over the next 5 floors in particular, versus how likely am I to get a relic that defends me from being comparably unlucky in the boss gauntlet at the end of the run in my chest in Act 3. And that is not a thing that you commonly get asked in Slay the Spire, really. So I don't innately have super solid, easy intuition on it. But also it just doesn't matter very much. Like, neither of these things are gonna happen that often. As you Pill, thanks very much for the 15 months. I'm gonna show to you too. Anyway, I'm gonna take it. Flip a coin, in your opinion? That's not really where you want decision making to be for a game like this. I'm gonna use this fellow. Guess I should have done it at the start of the turn. Oh, because of Auracalcum I don't play this flurry. Okay, so I didn't play that turn perfectly. JAL beats. You might be thinking, but Jorbs, you've left yourself in wrath. You fool, you didn't have lethal. I am full blocking, so doesn't matter. Will I upload Minecraft VODs to YouTube? Maybe. The future is unknowable. I think maybe Weave over Flurry of Blows. It just got significantly better with picking up Duality. Duality plus orange palettes is a combo of sorts. It's not anywhere near as strong as it looks like it might be because you don't have enough powers. I mean, it gets you a bunch of dexterity, especially if you play it, what's the word? Correctly or whatever. But I don't have many cards that say block on them, honestly. Like, I don't have many cards that benefit from dexterity. I only have 2 powers. If I just draw like Strike, Vigilance, Foresight on turn 1, but dexterity. The upside's pretty high with double Flurry and a Weave though. I think it's better than I give it credit for. I'm pretty sure that I could have not picked up Duality and had a like 99% win rate in this run. So there's a fairly immediate ceiling on how good it could possibly be here. course, having talked all this smack to the Spire, I'm now going to find a way to lose. That is the final irony of it all. We have successfully used Foresight to gain 8 permanent dexterity, allowing us to block for more for the rest of the fight. I think I do take Third Eye here. Probably. Especially with the weave that I just picked up. Ooh, Strength Slavers. Definitely take some damage in this fight. It's 35 against 26. 36, 43. Luck potions only for 8. Let's get it weave and it would be pretty good. Honestly, this probably doesn't matter. 27, so like 54. 28. 242, take 12. Take 6. I'd like to see new Slay the Spire profile to Act 4 Heart Kill and Ascension 20 on each of the 4 characters speedrun. That would be so boring. People speedrun Ascension 20 Heart Kills on new accounts though. I am not one of the people who does it. Not have a lot of block cards in my hand. Interesting. Needed to take 1 more damage. Probably would have been a good idea. Just lucky, I think, is actually insane right now. It gets weave back, it blocks for like 10. Maybe Holt is even better. It's an attack for duality orange pellets as well. Hey, Goiflin. Ascension 0 dying out of boredom %. Gotcha. What's the first real difficulty spike in Ascension? I don't know. I guess they haven't come out with anything past 20 yet, so hopefully at some point they release something that's difficult. I read reviews for Evil Genius too. People did not seem to love it. I do like Just Lucky. It's one of my favorite cards, but, you know, I don't actually think it's incredible here, unfortunately. Not until we get a rush down or something. Take a halt instead. Evil Genius 2 was mega dumbed down to make it accessible. Why do you need to dumb something down for it to be accessible? Why is the world like it is? Decent first showing for Holt. Oh, I still want to take 1 damage somehow. Holt is also a skill for orange palettes, which is a thing to think about. Is it? Yeah, vigilance and meditate, I don't know. If I don't have enough skills for orange palettes, I don't really have much reason to care about duality. I didn't take a damage. Fuck. Someday I'll get there. People doing ladders aren't pushing all 4 in one session as fast as possible. The problem is that like every difficulty below Ascension 20 is just less fun to play than Ascension 20 is. So why would you like play a category that was just worse? There are people who do for some reason. I don't get it. I'm not trying to yuck their yum, but for me where I'm sitting, Ascension 20 is already sort of close to not being interesting. Kill the heart once on each character on Ascension 20 would be a better category. Yeah. I mean, the category that people generally play is just like rotating heart kills, right? Category is fun because it has you playing all of the game's content on the highest difficulty. It's not actually all of the game's content, is it? That shows you how highly I think about the other content in the game. Sort of want indignation. I don't know. I don't think I want another hold. I want card draw. Hey Baradul. If you've had a bad day, a guilty pleasure is to play on Ascension 1 and just smash everything. Sometimes being a god is what you need from your game. Well, yeah, that's what it feels like to me to play on Ascension 20. Uh, uh, X plus 9, 15, take 9. Remember to take damage. Make no promises. I have to rest at the campfire anyway. See if I can find a way to take damage this turn, maybe. Close. All right. Hey Chris, I'm doing okay. Been getting into Loop Hero speedrunning recently. The strategies are surprisingly similar to the low expedition strategies. Yeah. Seems like they would be. Just do it faster, right? Jorbs wins! These cards aren't very good. Uh-oh. Optimizing everything to the point you can speedrun is a strategy in itself. True. What is a low expedition the way you see it? There's only one path to take out multiple. Talking about Loop Hero? I mean, I don't know exactly. Don't know exactly what that speedrun looks like. Could perhaps have gotten more value out of duality there if I wanted. The any percent route does 5 expeditions, would be 4, but you retreat instantly on the first expedition. Does it use bugs at all? It sounds really fucking boring, not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a $150 with you. Insta Retreat gets you Blood Grove and Field Kitchen for the first actual one you do. Yep. I think I play this and look for Weave. Or Flurry also is good. And Chaku is gonna go. Is it correct to take like 15 dexterity? Maybe I should just leave like water so I can remove the debuffs next turn. It probably doesn't matter, huh? The fight's probably over already. Doctor, lawyer, astronaut in chat. That's just pretty normal when you're part of this community, surrounded by experts. Hey Sparky. I was meant to third eye first, right? Probably. Did vigilance blocking for a lot matter? I don't think it did. I don't think it has yet. Could I die? Maybe I should keep the defend just in case. You're an expert of Ascension 1. You can win at least 1% of the runs. Nice. Double omniscience. Imagine if I had anything to put in play with those. You take it, right? Pretty sure you take it. Putting like Foresight and Talk to the Hand into play twice is pretty good. Don't be mean to other streamers in my chat. Why? Why would you just be mean to somebody who's not even here? Gross. It makes me not want to like play Slay the Spire when people say negative things about other people who enjoy playing Slay the Spire. Just what a like gross space to be in. Am I happy for the game to be in its final state? Well, the devs have been progressively making it worse for the last 2 years. So, if they could stop, that would be sort of nice. Crunchy romaine lettuce. Violet lotus is pretty good if we get a rush down. Not even sure it's necessary. First key is one reason to skip meat on the bone. Don't think I'd take it, given that I took a meat on the bone. Why would you be mean to someone in general? No, like being nice to people is so free. Unless they're actively like being negative toward you or acting in a way that harms you. Why is meat on the bone worse because of cursed key? Because I have to open the chest in Act 3? I think I just transform, double strike, defend, probably. There are a lot of ways for me to get stuff that is a lot better than double strike, defend. Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying. Alright. USA Pyong. Thanks very much for the 15 months. And we'll show to you too. Those are certainly all watcher cards. Run to the bathroom, I'll be right back. Hmm. Here I am playing a watcher run. Lethal? What if it isn't? That could be exciting. 27, 27, 21, 60, 75? You don't have to hit much, do ya? Oh, actually I have 2 of these. Okay. Forgot about that. GG, good fight. Adding Blasphemy to the deck seems good for our double Omniscience. I think we take Empty Mind. I'm not super excited to be taking an Empty Mind unupgraded. I don't have many ways into Calm. But just don't really have that much card draw. Blasphemy into Omniscience Bolt was also lethal. That's true. Technically true. Well, I'm going to go ahead and buy another Omniscience, I think. Oh god. If I buy another Omniscience, I can have triple Omniscience in my starting hand and die. I wouldn't even die, I'd be completely fine. And having done that, let's just remove a card. Sort of rough to remove a defend. But correct, I think. Any other plays? Not really. Could save the gold. I wonder if anyone has had a Watcher run strong enough that they actually invent a new religion yet. I'm gonna add another card that says gain 5 block on it. Possibly even a better thing. Oh no, I'm dead. That turn right. Damn good coffee, thanks for the 19. Want the more show to YouTube? I'm scared. What if I do it wrong? The run would be over. I guess that would be okay. Do this first. Hey, we did it! Yay! In between Talk to the Hand and Empty Mind Plus. I don't have a way through artifact charges for Donu Deca. If you will explode if you were a soda, what soda would I be? Vanilla cream. Yeah, I'm not sure what that question was, but that's my answer. Finesse. Finesse seems like a very, very, very good card here. Panic Button is an okay card. Violence is a pretty good card. Vanilla cream soda does not have the same exploding effect from Mentos as other sodas. Is this a trick to make me test it? If I was a soda, what soda would I be? Bachelor number 17. If you were a soda, what soda would you be? It's awkward, the Albion. My favorite thing that I did in like middle school was we did a drug awareness video for health class where we said this is your brain and held up a watermelon and then said this is your brain on drugs and threw the watermelon off the roof of my house. But it just landed on the grass and didn't even smash. So then we had to like get a big cross of rocks to aim it at. Yeah, took a few attempts to get the desired effect. You have to play like water, right? That's what I'm doing. How was I doing school at my house? It was a video that we were making with a video camera. Big Cross of Rocks might be your new Christian metal band. That's rad. I'm glad that I could help you with that. Oh Lord, he coming. Alright, we have 27 dexterity. This blocks for 35. I have 184 block. Normal? Reasonable? Might want to look into having more damage somehow. Fasting, actually pretty good here. Actually very good here. That's the extra damage we needed. Shall we get the pen and paper out? One fasting, miracle, omniscience. Double blasphemy. Double cut through fate is hitting for 72. Double flying sleeves is only 108. 72 and 108 is 180. It's quite a lot of damage. When you fast yourself down to 0 energy per round, I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. You do whatever you want, in my opinion. Why didn't I fasting first? I don't know. Like I'm going to be okay playing it this way. I played it this way. Could also have played it any number of other ways. I listened to the Pee Poo Poo song. Is there only one? I assumed that was like an entire genre. As you can see, the enemy is dead. Flex pot is another way to get more damage. It's pretty cool. I think Nirvana in the deck is okay. We're already starting to get to a point where the deck is maybe too cluttered with powerful things. There's some point at which your deck is strong enough for every fight in the game, and putting another thing in it just like increases your chance of drawing 5 powers turn 1 and taking some damage or something. Worship is another card that's pretty good with a bunch of omniscience. Weave is fine. Another weave would be okay. Protect would be fine. These cards are all fine. I could also not take them and be fine. Let's recall. How does this turn work? Omniscience, double fasting, double something else, then some other thing. Double fasting, double foresight. Play an attack. And one of those. Alright. Is the Spire slaying going good? Oh, alright. Seems to be okay, you know? Do this first. Ow. Sort of like Perseverance. There's another situation where I could take that or not take it. It seems fine either way. That's so John, thanks for the 6 months. I'm from show to you too. Are there plans to play XCOM in the near future? I have no plans. I have no plans. I just do whatever I want. If I had plans and I stuck to them, would you all watch my channel more? I think that if I forced myself to like stream on a schedule and announce what game I was going to play next week in advance, I would be miserable and would hate everything. So I think probably you wouldn't get to watch my channel because it wouldn't be live. Kombucha is technically carbonated fermented tea. Is that right? That's interesting. Teardrop Locket would have been good, but it's also fine not to have it. Skills only so far. Bunch of powers. And an attack. Is this strong? I wonder. Happy streamer is always preferable, but it is fun being able to see a run progressing, like in Darkest Dungeon or XCOM. Gosh, those games are so tough to play as a streamer. just like do the same thing over and over and over again. Every day I wake up and palm slam XCOM onto my going live page. I've been playing this game for the last 2 months and will continue to for another 2. Need carbonated hot dogs. You know, before you said that, I didn't realize it was true. Now that you've said it, I think you might be right. Humans are technically a carbonated meat drink. Is this a deck where Sanctity's good? Must be. Must be a deck where Sanctity's good. I wish I had a 5th energy right now. Use Bowling Bash? Bowling Bash is going to be the best card to hit sometimes in the Act 4 Elite fight, but everywhere else it's sort of unexciting for the rest of the run. Nexinet, thanks for the prime. One show to you too. Sushi is toast. True. I say confidently. Oh my god, things are happening. I think I kill this. We'll see. XXX Desar E. Thank you for the prime. I'm show to you too. Is this strong? I was meant to weave before that, wasn't I? My strength doesn't really scale, so I'm not sure that I actually win this fight. I've gotten all of the damage scaling that I'm ever gonna get already. And I don't have that many ways into Calm. So many people ask, are you winning? They never ask how you win. Actually, that's not true. They also ask that. No reason I have to kill the transient, right? I'm just gonna stop thinking about it. That might work. Maybe. If we can't even kill the transient, how can we be sure we can kill the heart? It's a good point. If you can't succeed at everything in life, how can you succeed at anything? The answer, of course, is that you are a failure. I take it back. I would never say that to you. I would actually never talk to you at all. So lots of love. I need a vibe check here pretty soon. On any class, if I could choose Bottled Upgraded Seek or Bottled Upgraded Apotheosis as whale reward, what would I think was best? Apotheosis? Not close. If anybody thinks otherwise, they're wrong. This Nirvana is upgraded. It just isn't very impressive compared to the other things, right? Like a third eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's another power, the 5th power for pallets. Sort of something. I'll also just take another flurry. Another flurry is pretty good. Do this actually. I think choosing my own mortician would be a sellable feature for a startup. I mean, that's already a thing that people do, right? Real estate investors worked out that they could make more money off speculative cemetery investment, and then they sell people who are like 50 a plot that they're not going to use for another 30 years. I'm sure part of that package would be stuff about how your funeral is going to work. One attack. 2, 3, 4 attack. A skill. Another skill, another skill. More attacks, and powers. Oh, I didn't play fasting lots of times. Hopefully I'm okay somehow. I wonder if there are people out there trying for a no damage Ascension 20 heart run. Maybe. People do some crazy stuff. What is the difference between playing a mod like Long War to change game balance and hypothetically a fan balance patch for Slay the Spire? Long War is good. Long War is both good and prestigious. Also, Vanilla XCOM has absolutely dogshit balancing, and like Slay the Spire 1.0 has the best balancing of pretty much any video game. That's why Slay the Spire 1.0 was so good. But yeah. It's still pretty hard to improve on the balance of Slay the Spire, I think. Our plans to move to New Zealand finalizing. I don't think they're reviewing partner visas to move to New Zealand from before the pandemic yet. I think there's like a year plus backlog. USB thanks for the 19 months. Musho to you too. So, I don't really know what's going on with that. I would love to, but we are in the waiting zone. I ever attempted to maximize score in Slay the Spire? Not really. I'm okay with just taking one here. I mean, this goes directly to the question you just asked me, doesn't it? Okay. If I didn't take one, it would help my score slightly. I'm not interested at all in playing the daily challenges. They're just not very... They don't have the things that are good about Slay the Spire. For me, at least. I played a skill. Foresight's in my hand. Double... Like water, double Nirvana, double... Talk to the hand? Only two of these. Oh, was I meant to play Talk to the Hand first if I was playing Talk to the Hand though? Probably. I think this will be okay. Hey Hacks, Natterbursch, thanks for the 5 months. I'm going to show to you too. What happened to mini Jorbs? I showed mini Jorbs a delicious bottle of wine in the catacombs near my house. I think he's still enjoying it, probably. Haven't heard from him since. Trying to max your score, it's very different. The problem with the daily challenge, honestly, is that it is competitive, but there's no competitive integrity. I don't generally have interest in things which are competitive, and I especially have no interest in things which are competitive without competitive integrity. Do daily challenges add something to the game? Sure. What do I mean by competitive integrity? I mean, like, somebody can just, like, see what the daily run is by watching somebody else play it, or by playing it on a different account, and then play it a second time and have the seed be identical. Which is very unfair. For a long time, people were just like sending in edited score values as well, which obviously isn't fair to people who are trying to get a good score. In general, it is set up to present the idea that having a high score is very important, but there's no thing that's making it so that the people who are trying to get a high score are competing fairly with each other. Hey, Godolini! Thanks for the 18 months. Promo show to you too. That doesn't necessarily kill it for everyone, and it's pretty cool to enjoy it if you enjoy it, but for me it kills it. Interesting moment. In Spelunky 2, you do a side quest to get a code, which is very important for score. In dailies, everyone had the same code, so you could just skip the side quest by watching someone else. Yep. You can also do save and quit abuse. True. It's always been a problem in Spire. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you can really say that it's a problem. Like, for most people it matters in no way. In fact, for most people it is nice to be able to save and quit if you want to. Reset the fight if you made a mistake and want a chance to see how the fight would have gone without a mistake or whatever. But if you were like running a Slay the Spire tournament where you gave $15,000 to the person with the highest score on the leaderboard and didn't stop people from saving and quitting, that would just be a like complete joke, right? Like people like yeah. So from a competitive standpoint, it's cheating. If I am going to play something in a context where there are ways to cheat and gain an advantage, I need them to actually be enforced. Because otherwise, like, I'm not somebody who wants to cheat. So if you have a game where there's a way to cheat and gain an advantage, and people can get away with doing it, for a player who doesn't want to cheat, that really sucks, because they're gonna lose on account of not breaking the rules. Like, they're going to be paired against people who are okay with breaking the rules and cheating, and then those people are going to have an unfair advantage against them. This is one of the reasons why I stopped playing Magic the Gathering, because I found that when I played it online, people, for the most part, couldn't cheat. There were some very weird situations where cheating became an issue, but for the most part people couldn't cheat when I played it online. But I found that when I went to tournaments, playing with paper Magic the Gathering cards, there were tons of people who were trying actively to get advantages by like edging the rules, basically. Getting as close as they could to being disqualified without actually getting disqualified, sort of idea. And I didn't want to play a game where people were doing that. That's just like awful. So no, wait, Super Kamaguru, thanks for 37 months on the show to you too. Reading Heartbreaking Work of Staggering Genius from Dave Eggers. That's one of my favorite books. If you like that book, I think Everything is Illuminated is a book that you'd probably enjoy a ton. You came to resent people trying to stretch the rules, stall, etc. during live Magic tournaments. Yep. I don't want to be responsible for my opponent playing the game fairly, right? Like, I want to play in an environment where either someone else is doing it, like a referee for sports, or where the game is structured so that people can't bend the rules. I don't know what to do here. I could go Omniscience, double fasting, double talk to the hand, double talk to the hand, maybe? So I'd go Omniscience, talk, fasting, 1 foresight, 2 fastings, seems good. Maybe fasting first made more sense. And then I need to play a skill and an attack again, so... There we go. You like Commander for that reason. The format is so inherently crazy, and if someone else is cheating, you just don't care. Also, I think people who play Commander do so with the intention of making it fun for everybody. Like, Commander, I think, is... Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe this isn't how everybody functions in Commander, but at least my experience playing Commander was everybody was sort of on the same page that they were there to have fun, and so they weren't trying to make other people lose. They were just trying to play fair and enjoy themselves. Many people are asking about Legends of Runeterra. What's going on with Legends of Runeterra? Is there like a patch or something? I've played it a little bit. If you're playing for fun with no rewards, there's no incentive to cheat. If you're playing for any reward, no matter how small, there are people that will bring a CEDH deck to a table of casuals. I don't know what Sedha means. I think there are people who cheat in games with no stakes as well, for what it's worth. Unfortunately. I wish I had a rosier opinion of humans, but I don't. Reward is feeding your ego. Yep. Fortunately, my ego is gargantuan, so I don't personally feel the need to do stuff like that. Okay, this Nirvana is going to be worth a lot here. Actually, not even that much. I mean, it's sort of a lot. It's a bit. Maybe a finesse. I played chess on stream, yep. Yeah, I am Laguna, thanks for the 3 months. Agbamusho to you too. All the edgy competitive people who were too bad for normal competitive Magic are slowly drifting into Commander and start to destroy the format too. Huh. Unfortunate, I guess. Once invited a guy to play Magic with friends. He showed up with a very expensive competitive deck. He even double-sleeved certain cards to know where they were in his deck to a group of dudes drinking beer and playing casually. Feels fucking bad. Feels fucking bad. I hope the beers were good at least. I have to have a big ego to suppress Jacques. Maybe true. That is correct, R.L. Honorable mention to Oddly Smooth Stone, providing 1 dexterity as well, and fasting. Fasting is giving us some stuff. Honorable mention to Calipers for not being here. It's fine. Don't feel like we really need Calipers at the moment. Pick everything up. And draw. We're halfway there. Oh whoa, living on a prayer. Oh whoa, ooh woo, living on a prue-woo. Meat on the Bone has only healed 26 health out of the entire run. 24? Really? It would be difficult for Meat on the Bone to heal a number that wasn't divisible by 12. Possible. Difficult. I'm gonna take Mental Fortress. That seems pretty good. Actually, Master of Strategy. Better, I think. Feels bad. Okay, endings for the 8 months! Living on a Puewa. Ooh-woo. Ooh-whoa. Hello, Twitch chat. Nice to see woo. This is now VTuber Jorbs. Oh whoa, boo-woo shoe. Oh, that's great. Yo! Where are the good ones? Okay, Foresight's something at least. Baka seed. I don't know what that one is. I'm not sure I want to know what that one is. Weird. Two Nirvanas, and then what? Like, isn't anything? Nirvanas to oh no. Sender's Veins? Probably? Yikes. Yikes. Next issues. I don't need username. I don't know. Maybe. But I see the fantastic reaction to my Hambush joke in Discord. You caught it from the VOD and sprayed a soda over some card slaves. Nice, you'll be able to recognize which cards those are in your deck when you play EDH next time. This thing and this thing? Is there enough space in my hand? 9? No, there isn't. Oh well. This went okay. Tittle-R. Okay. I'm enjoying streaming Spire right now, which is good. I'm feeling sort of like, like spring is happening, which I think is making my allergies act up probably. I've been sleeping a lot. But also it's like nice outside, so I sort of want to go outside. There's still like a pandemic, so I also sort of don't want to go out. It's like, I feel so confused right now, so conflicted. Difficult being me. What is my favorite dessert? It's an ice cream cake that I had when I was 7, and nothing has been as good since. And not just in terms of desserts. I have 24 dexterity. I don't think so, Gingeruptip. Would I eat chat flavored ice cream? Maybe. Have I visited Chaz? I have not. So has Orange Pellet's duality mattered at any point yet? Who's been keeping track? It's possible that it has mattered. I haven't really noticed it mattering clearly. You're about to ask why I did a thing, but you worked out why before you asked. What? That's crazy. How? How could you just know without asking, man? Wouldn't make sense. I will take another to the hand. The card is good against the heart. I have Omniscience in my starting hand. It is, as they say, over. Boom, 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 boom. I was wondering if I want to take damage in this fight. This way we get it beyond perfect, I think. Fasting? Just eat the debuff once, I think. Don't really want to play Tantrum here. Should probably have done this thing. Panic button. Need it. Skill. Attack. Power. Okay. Ever build a nonsensical deck just to see how far it can go? I generally know how far things can go. feel like orange pellets as a relic starts out, that's cool and useful, and caps at holy absolutely bonkers busted. I mean, there are like uncommon and rare relics that remove just frail or weak, right? There's one event relic that halves the effect of vulnerable, and then orange pellets removes all of those plus every other debuff in the game. It is hot bullshit, I would say. I would say that orange pellets is hot bullshit. There's some reason that orange pellets is the thing that it is. I don't know. I don't know. Orange pellets cannot remove entangle. Trying to decide if that's true. Probably not in vanilla. As the downside of you having to play cards, who plays cards? That's a good point. I believe you can mayhem or omniscience and attack while entangled. No. No, Mac. How are you tonight? Like thanks for 9 months. It's your birthday and probably also the birthday of 2.8 other chatters. Feels very mathematically rigid. Feel myself trusting you. I'm doing okay. 1% is only relevant to game balance where matchmaking is involved. 1% is a proxy for how commonly you're making relevant decisions, which is arguably the purpose of game balance. I was planning on just staying in Wrath, but I guess if I draw Meditate, we can do it that way too. There are slightly too many conversations happening at the same time in chat. You're fine, like, continue. I just have no idea what you're all talking about anymore. There's like 3 different people responding to 3 other different people. In conversations that I am not keeping up with at all. GG. Run was tight, it could have gone either way. Wait, the heart was the only boss fight I didn't take damage in? Oh, okay. I was a lot further away from Beyond Perfect than I thought. Modern Slay does have the unfortunate tendency to turn into pressing buttons you have to press while moving forward but not really making decisions. I know, right? Messiah! I think it says something healthy and wonderful about the chat, that there can be complete conversations that Jorbs isn't a part of. It's so lovely. It's like watching you grow up. Would I kiss you for $5? Nope. I have all the achievements. Nope. Heart boss room doesn't have 2 chambers. Don't our hearts have 4 chambers? Wait. I'm missing minimalist and something else. And then there's one achievement that's for having all of the other achievements.